Called CP squared has 51 minus degrees of freedom, making
On the way home, I got hungry and I ate it. We're Americans and we only like competition, okay? I'm eating and I'm reading a book. And this waitress comes up.
your head. You can't put it down. Your reality. It's in your head. You can't put it down. Your reality. What'll you do when the lights go out? What can you do now? Technology. 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 Technology.
But wait! There's more! Hang on to your seat, baby! Cause this one's a screamer!
Yes, that's what she said. This one's a screamer. All right, folks, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Crackpot Conspiracies, and this is more in the Hey. And if you have not noticed by now, and you will in the future, woo, I'm just kidding. We now are able to show our side chat in the live stream. It is like we're goddamn Twitch or some bullshit. Anyways, thank you very much, YouTube, for doing this, because I am enjoying this, and I would rather us be able to do this, just like when we were doing the live streams of gaming streams. I had this in the cinema chat. So thank you very much, YouTubes, for putting this in here. I am so fucking stoked on having this being a part of the feature of our live streams. So everybody, post all the stuffs in the things in the live side chat. Remember, folks, once again, if you post it here in the side chat, it's there forever. What YouTube decides to let you post and not, I have no idea which is and what's not. But thank y'all very much for being here. Let's go ahead and bring in our hosts and the hosts and the stream person, our stream person. That's all I gotta say. Here we go. And how are you all doing today?
Doing great. I do like the little chat in the side, because it means I'm on full screen now. But the only downside was that I've just seen your sunburnt mush in full screen. I'm getting a fucking headache now. Oh, my eyes.
Well, I can't see it at all because I'm on the telephone.
Yeah, totes.
Microscopic, small.
It's very small, and that's what she said. Never mind. That was not my first date at all. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm stoked on this. Now it feels more like the Tuchima stuffs, and they're being more interactive, and that's what we needed with.
It's like when you used to game and stream years ago. I used to watch you. And
that's what this feels more like, and I'm glad we are doing this. Or StreamYard is doing this, I think, is who's doing it. So thank you, StreamYard, for letting us do this on YouTube. So let's crack on. Let's say hello to the side chat. Then we'll do intros. I'm gonna mix it up this time. So let's say hello. Stop the stupidity.
Hi, stop.
And we have their commercial.
Attention, New Yorkers! Stop acting so stupid!
Yes, executively. So welcome. Stop the stupidity. And then we have an Ivy Chan.
Hi, Ivy.
We have a Jasper.
Hey, Jasper.
A Canadian Alleman. Elbows up. Elbows up, everyone.
Elbows up. Definitely.
Yes. And that's everybody as of right now. And once again, if you post anything in the side chat as of right now, it will appear in the bottom right of the screen. So remember, folks, anything you post will be here forever. It'll be here forever.
Yeah, you can see the emojis now. Never used to see them.
Yeah, no, now all the emojis, yeah, no, that's great. All the emojis are showing up. This is amazing. This is a lot more interactive, like what I wanted it to be years ago, but I didn't know how to get them to do this. But now we're here and we will crack on. So while we're waiting for more people to come in to join us, we'll play one more video and then we'll get into the insanity of the conspiracy stuff. That's what I want to say. So this is the song I did a long time ago about conspiracies, kind of. Ned, we can hear an echo, I think. All right, folks. Well, that's about all. I mean, we can go further. Anyways, but let's just crack on too.
Yeah, I've heard that one before, but I do like that. There's some real neat and clever key changes in it.
Thank you. Yeah. And it was like I said before, when I was a lot younger doing drugs, I was a conspiracy theorist. Like if I would have heard about the flat earth when I was in my early 20s, I probably would have believed in it. But I didn't hear of it until COVID. And then I was like, what the are these idiots think? What?
Seriously, COVID? Like 2019, dude.
I mean, I heard about it a little bit, but like I didn't think it was like really real or any. I don't know. It wasn't until I was
on before that.
Well, no. We all met at during COVID. Like I didn't know anybody. I was on tour. I was going around the world, and then COVID hit, and I was stuck. And I started playing video games, and then I slowly built this small community. Then I found Simon, Dan, Creaky Blinder, and a couple other people. Yeah, and then I started going on their channels and talking, and then MC Tune brought me on, and then Huge Arse helped me. And then I got on the shills, and then we left the shills, and then it was Ned, Mama, me, and a couple other people that went and did Les Asbarello, right? Yeah, the Thursday nights, the premiere night on Thursdays. Then blah blah blah. So it was this like large progression, but
I'm saying years ago, the gaming streams I used to get involved.
It began during COVID.
It was literally years ago, wasn't it? Now, if you think about it.
No, we're like almost at 6 years now, almost, and that's when it started. Was when COVID hit, I got scared, and I think for like a month straight, I slept in my bed. I didn't do shit because I couldn't do. There was nothing to do, and then I was like, okay, I can play video games. And then somebody was like, hey, you can stream video game play, and I went, what? And my PS would let me do it. And I'm like, okay, because I already had enough subscribers, and so I was like, okay. And so now we started doing this, and then I met the shills, Ned, Mama, and a handful of other people, and they were like, why aren't you streaming? Or I would come on and be like, oh, can I talk about something that I know about, And then eventually people were just like Huge Arse and Mama were like, you just need to do this. And then we're here today where we did, and like I had Cookie McSweet Tits with Biscuit McSweet Tits and a handful of other thingy-mabobbers that we have done. And like, it's been this huge progression, which has been amazing. This whole ride that we've gone on through this.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
And I'm so grateful for all of you.
We miss Cookie McSweet.
Yeah, it's just getting on that outfit and that costume is. But we will hopefully do that soon again. I want Cookie to,
like how she says, "Oh my God."
Yes, yeah.
My God.
Oh my God, Eddie. Oh my God. So, anyways, let's crack on with this.
From the inside, the lady runs over there real quick, says, no, your back. He tries to stand in front of it.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. I'm no rocket scientist, as they say, but I know the difference between a real rocket returning to Earth, like right here, where Elon Musk's SpaceX, which is an actual serious company doing serious space work, like rescuing astronauts, actual astronauts, catches a rocket with chopsticks. That's actually impressive. That's what
yeah, because that's totally real. That's completely real. That's not fake. Not at all. No, that's completely real. So here, let's crack on with this.
Rocket returning to Earth's orbit looks like charred and violent and beautiful and fiery and smoky and inspiring the human experience. This is what a fake.
See it one more time. Anyways, that may have been reversed in the shooting of it. I don't know, but I'm never going to trust anything that Benny Johnson fucking says. So fuck this twat, and everything he says is obviously fucking fake. So they're saying
that's Bezos' thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just before
there's an echo again, Ned. So, hey AR.
Hey AR.
So anything that this douche nozzle said is fake. So he claims that Katy Perry says that she regrets going to space or pretending to go to space.
Like the dive parachutes,
looks like
from
fake astronauts
right
as they scream.
And then next will be the
that these brave astronauts who went on.
They never said they were astronauts, you dumb cunt. You idiots don't understand what we were like. Didn't we? We went over this like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, right? They went into inner outer orbit. I always love saying that, even though I know that's probably not 100% right. They literally went up So where here's a Ned, here's background.
What?
There's a lot of background noise.
I tried to see something on the phone because the image here is smaller than the postage stamp. So
No, I get you, but
I'm fiddling with the phone very carefully. But
okay, you're golden. You're golden now. I don't hear anything. There shouldn't be any feedback now. Anyways, this douche nozzle bitch. You don't need to see what we're looking at. It's just Benny Johnson jerking himself off under the table while he's looking at something that's very, very pixelated that we're never going to understand or see. It doesn't matter because this guy lies about everything he talks about because that's what his shtick is because he's a right winger.
Up into their fake dickhead spacecraft.
1, 2, 3, take us space!
That they are not astronaut. That it's all fake. It's not.
They went into inner outer orbit or whatever, right? And so they went into
suborbit, they call it.
Yeah, they went into the blah 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 whatever. So for the time they were in this little pocket of this, they look like this. Are they astronauts? No, but nobody's actually. Yeah, they're orbital knots. Orbinauts. Sure. Yeah, sure. Again, is anybody claiming that these people?
That was all, and their state of weightless.
Yes,
was because that they were falling with the capsule down.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Weightlessness.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like they're in the it's a parabolic orbit, right, or something like that. Is that what it's called?
A minute anyway. That floaty bit is only a minute.
Well, no, okay. Well, hold on. They actually went in further than that. So the capsule they're in was able to go further up into the inner outer orbit than that plane. This is actually a capsule they were in, okay? So they went a little bit higher than normal with the parabolic flight of an airplane. They're still parabolic.
That plane is only 20, 25 seconds though.
Yeah, no. So this, if I come to understand it, it is minutes that they were floating like this.
Yeah,
again, they're in a capsule.
They were coming down with 9 point something seconds times seconds in square, and then the parachutes came out, and then the weightlessness was gone.
Yeah, exactly. So once again, they were like minutes they got to experience this or something.
Well, weightlessness is just them falling anyway. It's just them falling back to Earth, and that's okay.
Yeah, obviously. But again, everybody's having this misconception. Everybody say hello to Maya.
Hi, Maya.
Which is they went into inner outer orbit. Are they astronauts? I don't care. That's the stupidest thing for us to dispute. What did happen is a bunch of fucking rich people and famous people got sent up into a capsule to a place that most people have never ever been to. Were there for a couple minutes, to the best of my knowledge from the research, and somebody prove me wrong or give me information that said this isn't exactly what happened. But it was higher than
jealous. I would have looked.
No, of course. Yeah, well, I believe
in an instant. I would do it.
If I remember, and if I remember properly, they all donated a certain amount of money to a certain organization. I don't know which one, and I don't remember, and I don't know how much. And if somebody has that information, go ahead and post it or let us know. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That's not what we're talking about here. That's not what's happening. So they went up to a certain level, stayed there for a small amount of time, did this cute little thing, and then came back down. Did that happen? Totally. Are they astronauts? I don't know. All of this happened, though. Benny Johnson, fuck you, Benny Johnson. This literally happened. Just it didn't happen the way you're trying to. He's trying to gaslight his audience, I think is the right way to put it, right? To say that, like, oh, that they're lying because they didn't supposedly, and then Katy Perry said something weird later on in the thing, and I think it was more about like the bad press that she got. And she's like, you know what? If I was gonna know all these weird fucking flat earthers and all these weird psychopaths were gonna like tell me that I was gonna die and give me death threats, that I maybe not have wanted to do it. That's what happened. That's literally what. Not that she said, oh, it didn't happen and now I am like regretting pretending to fake the. No, she said, you idiots started sending death threats and bomb threats to me after I did this because you guys are psychopaths. Maybe I should have tried something else to do a promotion instead. That's all she said. So here we blow.
Not real.
In a turn of events that feels more like a blockbuster script than real life, global pop icon Katy Perry has officially broken her silence and her composure after weeks of mounting public and
okay, so let's hear what you twats are trying to twist around to make it seem like she is. Anyways,
political pressure surrounding her involvement in what's now infamously dubbed the fake space strip scandal. We filmed it in a studio. Those 5 words have detonated like a nuclear headline, splitting public opinion, exposing deep cracks in celebrity culture, and throwing billion-dollar names into the flames. And at the heart,
you filmed what in part of it in a studio, and that's the thing. And like it says
Mark II.
Anyways,
tell-all emotional unraveling that stunned the industry. For weeks, rumors had been swirling. Conspiracies were growing legs. What started as a slick promotional stunt involving a faux space trip sponsored by.
Okay, so the part of this of it was shot as promo. So that's what she's talking about. Before they went and shot themselves into space, they did promo photos and video.
I was shot into space with them 5 beautiful women. I think my ding dong will probably work again.
If I got shot into space with that, I would come back. I would be dead from dehydration.
All 5 of them.
Anyways,
by the time they got back to Earth.
Well, fortunately, but unfortunately, I don't know how to put it, but I have a vasectomy, but I still would have screwed all of them for sure.
It's not about you, mate.
What? It's not about me, anyways.
It's not about me.
So, anyways, so here is the part where they shot it. Right? That makes sense, right? They did the photo shoot before, then they did one later.
By none other than Jeff Bezos' aerospace company Blue Origin, quickly unraveled into a full-blown PR disaster. Katy Perry, once seen in a promotional teaser floating in a capsule above Earth, claimed to be the first pop star in orbit. But internet sleuths weren't buying it, and neither was the public. It began with inconsistencies, lighting that looked too perfect, movements that seemed too choreographed, background visuals that resembled more of a high-tech LED setup than the breathtaking curve.
So really, this is what you idiots have to fucking say that the shit's fake? Everything they just said was the most fucking, like, bullshit-ass fucking reason why something may have happened. Fuck you, idiots. Okay, we're going to the next subject, because, like, I can't take any of that shit any goddamn motherfucking more.
Fucking incel.
All right, so... yeah, exactly. So let's go to the next thingy-mabobber. And then we'll get into, like, actually, like, weird things. But here's Japanese oldest human fossils aren't human at all.
Tonight on Documentify TV.
We're just going to go to the Discovery.
In a limestone quarry in the Ushikawa district of Toyohashi, Japan. Between 1957 and 1959, excavators uncovered fossilized bones. 2 key pieces stood out, what appeared to be part of a human upper arm bone, a humerus, and the head of a femur, the thigh bone. Based on the knowledge and techniques of the time, scientists reached a startling conclusion. These were human remains, possibly over 20,000 years old.
69
The discovery
years old.
created a buzz. It seemed to fill a crucial gap, especially after the tragic loss of another potentially much older fossil, the Akashi Man, destroyed during World War II air raids. Ushikawa Man became the prime candidate for Japan's earliest human ancestor found on the mainland. For decades, Ushikawa Man held its place in the story of prehistoric Japan, but doubts began to surface as early as the late 1980s. Then, recently, a team led by anthropologist Jen Suwa from the University of Tokyo applied modern technology to these old bones. The game changer was computed tomography, CT scans. This technology allowed researchers to look inside the fossils,
That's what she said.
Internal structure and density in ways impossible in the 1950s. They compared these detailed scans to numerous bear bones, specifically ancient brown bears, Ursus arctos, and Asian black bears. The results were clear and definitive. The bone identified as a human humerus perfectly matched the radius, a forearm bone of a brown bear.
Okay, so they were just brown bears? Okay, now okay, I'm done with this silliness. Let's get into the next silly thingies of the mabobbers, which is I don't know if we let's just go to the next thingies of the mabobbers because I don't know if we went over that yet. But here, let's do this really fast because why not? I don't think we did this yet. No, we don't think we did.
The 9/11 conspiracy theory suggests that the September 11th, 2001 terrorist attacks were either deliberately orchestrated by the US government or they allowed it to happen in order to justify military interventions in domestic policies.
Everybody say hello to Captive Desk.
Hey, Dave. I can explain conspiracy
the official account
in one fucking sentence, never mind 24 minutes. The sentence is basically, it is invented by fucking lonely morons.
Morans. There we go. Totes. That's how it goes. So anyways.
Attributes the attacks.
Okay, so let's go to I'm pretty sure we already understand. Okay, let's go to the moon landing. And Ned, I can hear an echo again.
I'm doing nothing.
Centers on the claim that NASA faked the Apollo moon landings in 1969. According to
really
people
weird.
who believe in this theory,
It
the
goes
US
on
government
and
staged
off.
the landing in order to win the space race against the Soviet Union, boost national morale, and assert technological dominance during the Cold War. They argued that the landings, specifically the Apollo 11 mission, in which Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first humans to walk on the moon, were filmed on Earth, possibly in a studio. This conspiracy theory began circulating in the early 1970s, shortly after the Apollo 11 mission, and a 1974 book by Bill Kaysing called We Never Went to the Moon, America's $30 billion Swindle.
And again, where is the proof? Anyways, okay. Let's get into just this. Although we already know about it, but let's just have fun listening to the way that they represent this, which is my favorite subject.
Argued that governments, space agencies, and scientists have been lying about the true shape of the Earth in a massive conspiracy, possibly for financial gain or to maintain control over the populace.
For no reason.
According to this theory, the Earth is a flat disk with the North Pole at its center and Antarctica as an ice wall that surrounds the edges, preventing people from falling off. Although the idea of a flat Earth dates back to ancient civilizations, it was debunked by scientific discoveries, including those of the Greek philosopher Pythagoras and later astronomers like Copernicus and Galileo. The modern flat Earth theory, however...
Hey, that's a conspiracy. His name is Pythagoras. Of course he thinks that the Earth's a globe because he doesn't want to recognize it's the shape of a pie. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'll stop right there. Let's just crack on.
reemerged in the mid-20th century, most notably with Samuel Robotham's book, Zetetic Astronomy, Earth Not a Globe, which laid the groundwork for flat Earth beliefs in the modern era. The theory gained renewed attention in the 2000s with the rise of the internet, with flat Earth conventions and groups such as the Flat Earth Society contributing to its spread. Supporters point to so-called inconsistencies in photos of Earth from space, unusual flight paths, and what they consider to be faulty scientific assumptions about
Or your mom's vagina. Okay. So now let's go to just the Illuminati really quick.
group known as the Illuminati controls world events and governments, aiming to establish a new world order. According to believers, this hidden elite manipulates political, financial, and social systems to consolidate power, create global instability, and exert total control over humanity. The theory often alleges that influential figures, such as politicians, celebrities, and business leaders, are members of the shadowy organization. The origins of the Illuminati lie in a real historical group founded in Bavaria in 1776 by Adam Weishaupt, a professor who sought to promote Enlightenment ideals of reason, secularism, and equality. However, this original Illuminati disbanded by the late 1780s due to government repression. Despite its dissolution, the myth of a secret Illuminati society persisted, particularly after being linked to other secretive organizations like the Freemasons. The modern Illuminati conspiracy began to gain traction in the 1960s and 70s, fueled by countercultural movements in books like the Illuminati's trilogy by Robert Anton Wilson and Robert Shea.
And that's pretty much that. Okay, let's go over just like a couple more things. And I'm sorry, everybody, but it's been a hot second that I've been going for days straight. I haven't really had a day off. But let's go ahead and see about this lady who thinks dinosaurs are fake. And thank you very much, Society Man Dan, for picking this out. And tomorrow will be a drunk news report, and we will do MAGA lunatics on Thursday. And if Pippa Maroney doesn't want to do Friday, we may do Friday. I have to double check, but I don't think I have an event.
Doing a stream on Friday.
Okay, yeah. And then I'm just gonna double check with her. But anyways, if not, we might do things. I don't remember my next event, so let everybody know in the next day or two or whatever. But let's listen to this lady who says,
if anyone wants to go to Pip's Discord and send us some love.
Yes, everybody go and everybody go show Pip some. Yes, she is. So everybody go show her some love on her Discord. So here we go with a lady who believes that dinosaurs are fake.
Okay, do y'all believe in aliens?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, tell me why.
I don't know. There's just so much out there in space. Like, too many weird things occur. There's too many.
Okay, name me one weird thing that has occurred.
I'm not the right. Okay, this was a yes or no question. I answered yes. I'm not the backer. If you want to know more, you should talk to Alex Stein because he's got the real info on the aliens.
Okay,
But
so you believe in aliens and have no reason to believe in aliens. All right, Bree and Dylan, do you believe in aliens?
Okay, a pretty soft start here, I would say. Aliens are a definite possibility in the universe, sure. Here on Earth, though, highly unlikely.
I don't have like a hard yes, but I don't
exactly
rule it out either, is what I would say.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's what I'd say.
Well, how does that feel sitting on the fence, my good sir?
I say no. I mean, I just don't know if there's like, I don't know. I'm sure you can have a whole like theological conversation about it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that there's
What
you
wait, you could have a whole theological. Jesus Christ, these people are so fucking dumb. Seriously, what? Of course, dumbass. You can totally have an everything about an everything conversation about all this, but fucking give an answer, you dumb cunt.
theological reasoning for there to be. At the same time, I guess there is not theological reasoning. There can't be, but I don't know.
How much on the fence can you fucking be, bitch? Dude, if there was a spiked ass fucking fence and she sat on top of it, she is still sitting in the middle of that goddamn fucking fence. You fucking teetering tot ass bitch. And then look at homegirl's face. Look at this. Look at this. Y'all see this? Look at her fucking face, dude. Look at that shit. That's fucking amazing. She's like, huh? Anyways.
I don't know. There might be. Okay, so like human beings are made in God's image. And what are aliens? Like, are they? Because I think the creation story does tell us, okay, he made human beings, he made the beasts of the field, he made the birds of the air, he made the fish of the sea, everything that creeps.
So then there's not aliens, dumbass,
So
because you're
explaining conspiracy with more fucking conspiracy.
Hey Al, the only thing is angels, devils, and other things that we don't see here could be considered aliens or alien beings or beings of things that we don't see or whatever, you know.
And so I'm just like, where would aliens fall into that?
They wouldn't. So are you
exactly? But I want to hear the dinosaur
covered
thing.
up by the government. That should be like a bigger deal.
It should be. I feel like they've been like slowly releasing little things like that lately to try to distract us from other things. Otherwise, like, because they've had this information for such a long time, and now they're just like ooh yeah, look at this.
Why are they?
And I'm gonna go with I thoroughly believe there's other life in the universe. There has to be. It's inevitable.
Yeah, obviously.
Especially now they're sort of thinking that the universe is infinite now. It has to be. It's inevitable that there's other life on it, and it will evolve similar to us eventually, depending on how much oxygen on the planet. There's a lot of oxygen. It may evolve a lot bigger than us, taller. But I'm going to go with science that matter or mass cannot travel beyond the speed of light. So everyone around the universe that is alive, that have the technology, are all stuck in the same boat as we are. Is that we're all unreachable?
Yes, and
Unless
just
you
like
travel for millions and millions of years, of course.
Yeah, exactly. So
we're not unreachable, but
yeah. And Septicipity said it's all demons, and then AR said the government has been working with Jesus to cover up the aliens to keep Christians believing. That's exactly what's happening.
They're fucking Jeebus.
This weird thing. Oh, look at that weird thing, and we're all like, wow, look at that.
The
And really, they're
Jeebus.
over here
doing
something else,
other stuff.
Yeah, that's why they want you to be Christian, you dumb cunts. Is because while you all are like praising on your knees, jerking each other off, thinking, "Oh my God, we're being persecuted," they're taking away your rights, you dumb fucking twat.
Now, I can't comment on.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The likes
I
of
wanna hear
Area
her say-
51 and the spaceship that landed in 46 and all the mystery around that has led to some great fucking fiction and films and things like that. But the bad thing, it's also led to fucking idiots.
Yes, exactly. And
I
now
was
we're
abducted
here.
by aliens and they probed me. What do we know? What the fuck? I don't believe people.
Yeah, you know what happened when that happened is you got too drunk with your friends out in the middle of the wilderness, and they put things up your butt while you were passed out. I mean, that's
The aliens
really what
took
happened.
a meth pipe.
Yeah.
Invading. There's nothing that I could do about a flying saucer.
That is actually a commend.
That's not anything she could do but a flying saucer.
The alien lords have.
Okay, just going to say,
Alien lords.
probably best you don't call them alien lords.
I just don't know.
Exactly.
Okay, speaking of that, is there a conspiracy theory that you guys, just one conspiracy theory that you guys secretly
Oh my God, here's where the dinosaurs come in.
are kind of like, well, maybe that's true. I have one, but I'll let y'all go first.
I guess now is the time to.
I want to get to just her punk ass saying this.
Conspiracy theory, because I feel like I'll hear something.
Like, okay,
I want her to say this.
To go to, I don't know why we would need to go back to the moon.
I mean, why do we need to go to space? My husband and I don't understand the fascination with space
There's that.
anyway.
What? Tell your team.
Okay, I want to get to the
and biomechanics.
Scientists would draw it what it actually looked like, and it was like if you could superimpose like a dinosaur skeleton on like a chicken, and so he was pointing out. I think he was pointing out like.
Okay. I want her to say this part right here.
Skin of a pterodactyl look like? How do you know what it sounded like? Like, how do you know those things really? And like the different color patterns and all of that. How are you picking that up from bones?
No, scientists aren't just.
Yeah, and a lot of times we say this is a rendition of a thingy of the Mabobbers, saying that it may have looked like this, and this is the best of our knowledge what it could have been in this, and it's fake. And look at how crazy this lady's face is, right? Like here. Look at that. Look at how crazy her face is.
Does a skull shape sort of give you an idea what sound they may have made as well?
Yeah. Like you can tell she sounds like a Karen just by looking at her shape from right there. Anyways, here we go.
But some people say it's a grand conspiracy against like young Earth creationism, which says that the Earth is like 6,000 years old. And, obviously God created it, that they tried to like use that as no, the Earth is like billions of years old and like we've evolved over time, yada, yada. I don't know about all that.
Well, at least there's some hope for you, Ali.
But if I were to pick like a theory, I'm like, I could see dinosaurs not being real. I don't know. And I don't know
about literally fucking fossils.
And there we go. There we go.
Not only fossils, in one of the later ages, we've actually found fucking remains and bones of a woolly mammoth, didn't we? It wasn't just a fossil; it was actually fucking frozen remains. I know they don't really warrant a dinosaur, but
we have so much proof of all things of the stuffs and the Mabobbers about all the things and the stuffs and the Mabobbers. Like it's ridiculously silly to say that. Like, how do we know? There's so much fossils. There's so much evidence. The rocks, blah blah. There's everything in the world is happening that we can prove that it's a gazillion half years old. The Earth.
Yeah, this is just a bunch of ignorant people.
I just want to know better.
Yes. Well, and they want to feel special.
They want to sound interesting.
Yes, exactly. They want to feel special in their little things and stuff in Mabobbers. All right, folks. I'm sorry to make it end so short again, but it's been a long last couple weeks for me, and then I'm going to be going on tour and doing more things. So we're just going to end it here. I had a lot more planned, but I'm exhausted and brain working. That's a lot of energy, I guess. I eventually, when I use it, it does actually makes it so it burns energy. Anyways, tomorrow we're going to do a drunk news report. Then we're going to do a MAGA lunatic say demented things on Thursday. So thank you very much for being here. We will see you all same freak time, same freak channel tomorrow. Thank you all very much for being
working tomorrow.
Hopefully, yes, definitely, Ned. And thank you, everybody, for being here. We'll see you all later. And this is amazing having the comments. Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Thank you, Doc, for being here. And that's great that we have our comments on the side of the stream now. I love it as well. So thank you very much, StreamYard, for doing that, and YouTube for letting that happen. All right, everybody. We'll see you later. Everybody say bye because we're the fuck out of here.
Thanks, everyone. See you all tomorrow.
Bye.